Hello and welcome to another video with Gamers Class. This is Shizzy Dota here, guys. And today we're going to be talking about consistency in Dota and overall life. Why it's actually so important to grind in MMR and succeed more in life as well. So there's going to be 5 things about consistency that I personally do a lot, and I feel like it's going to help you guys a lot. It's going to help you guys out equally enough as well. So let's get started.
If you like this kind of content, go to gamersguys.com. For just $10 a month, get your replays analyzed, watch masterclasses with pro players, join weekly coaching sessions, win prizes, and more with our Supreme Dota 2 membership.
The first thing would be for inside the game, which is define your roles. Now, I personally recommend playing one role in the beginning. If you're a beginner, just figure out one role. And I think the easiest role would be either safe lane or support. Alright, so I personally feel like position 4 and the safe lane are much easier. Hard support actually gets harder because you end up dying a lot and stuff, and you don't have a lot of items, so you entirely have to rely on your skill to give impact. And mid lane is obviously it's a one-on-one matchup, and it tends to get really hard. If you fail, it's like you've put your team down, and the enemy mid laner is gonna snowball really hard. Off lane again is also a bit hard because you're going into a lane where the enemy is going to pressure you a lot. Even though I strongly believe that off lane currently is the easiest lane to play because you have a lot of advantages in this lane, but the overall role is not easy, if that makes sense. So I would say as a beginner, soft support and safe lane would be the easiest ones, but I still recommend playing a role that you love playing. Eventually you will learn it after a bit of hard times or a bit of losses, I believe. So the second thing would be to define your heroes. Now you will see a lot of players, a lot of pro players, a lot of pub players. If you watch their Dota buff, or if you just overall watch their IDs or their gameplay, you will notice that they spam a lot of heroes. I've seen Thompson do it, I've seen RTZ do it, I've seen Miracle do it. They're consistent at learning a hero, right? So you see, Dota is a game of numbers. There's constantly numbers going on, tick tick tick, 1 2 3 4 5, this damage coming in, this damage going out. You have this much HP, this much mana. You're constantly playing with numbers, and you're constantly playing with timings. So once you start spamming a hero, right, and you're being consistent at it as well, what happens is you just naturally remember the timings. Your brain just naturally remembers your hero's timings, right? So for me, like, I've played Morphling a lot, and I just naturally know the timings of this hero, right? Like, I want to have my Lincolns, if I'm buying it, in 16 minutes, E-Blade in 21, 22, 23, 24 minutes, then I want to go for kills. It's just an example. Every hero has its own timings, and the more you spam a certain hero, the closer you get to that sweet spot at timing. So being consistent with your heroes is very important. If you're someone who's just started playing or has played for a few time, even then I recommend spamming heroes. Even if you've been playing for a long time, actually, I would recommend spamming heroes so you get consistent at the hero timings. The third thing for consistency is in Dota would be setting your goals, guys. Now, there's a lot of ways to set these goals. You can type it down on your phone, you can type it down on your computer, you can make it your wallpaper, you can write it down somewhere and just put it in front of your PC. Whatever floats your boat, it doesn't really matter. But setting your goals in your head is very, very important. You need to understand, what are you chasing? What are you pursuing? It could be pursuing Immortal, all right? It could be pursuing Ancient, Divine, Herald, Guardian, Crusader. It doesn't actually, not Herald, my bad. Guardian, Crusader, Archon. Like, you could be pursuing anything, honestly, but you have to set it in your mind, and it has to be realistic. You won't be going from Herald to Immortal in 1 month or 2 months. That's unrealistic. But you could go from Divine to Immortal in a month. You could go from Ancient to Immortal in a month or 2. That's realistic. So setting realistic goals overall about MMR, and you can also set these goals for heroes and roles as well. Like, I want to learn the mid lane in a month. So today I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch these replays. I'm gonna watch this kind of content on YouTube or Twitch, or any streamer or content creator that you like. So once you set goals, your brain automatically is wired to work around these goals if you're serious about it. That's how it works. I've set my goals, and every day I wake up, right, in my head it's like I have to play at least 5 to 6 solo games so I can achieve my goal, which is getting to top 100 immortal, right? So my brain is automatically working towards it. I want to watch my phone, and I want to watch other top 100 players play on Twitch and watching YouTube content, right? So once you've set your goals, your brain is automatically wired to actually help you out in achieving these goals. The fourth thing would be to set your schedule, guys. It is very important to be on a schedule. I think this will help you not only in Dota but in life as well. If you don't have a schedule, that means you're not managing your time. And somebody who does not manage time gets beaten by time, right? We all get 24 hours in a day, all of us, right? And what we do with those 24 hours is what's going to determine how our life turns out to be, how our MMR, how our ranks, all of this turns out to be. So let's say I personally get 24 hours in a day. Out of 24 hours, I invest almost daily 8 to 10 hours in Dota. And that's why I'm in the immortal bracket, right? And I do it in a way where I'm valuing my time as well. I'm just not looking at Dota. I'm watching replays, I'm playing games, and I'm constantly learning, right? So just giving time randomly would also not help you out. You have to be very sufficient with your time every single day. And that's why I recommend setting a schedule, knowing when to play, when to eat, when to work out. There could be so much in your schedule, and you have to figure this out. And I think it is very, very important for consistency in Dota. Now the fifth and the last thing is figure out the best timing to play at for yourself and your server. Now what I mean by this is, let's say in Southeast Asia, the best time would be to play in the morning. Now when I'm playing in Southeast Asia, I prefer playing somewhere around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., right? Because that's when players are hyped up. They just woke up, probably had breakfast, they're in a good mood, and everyone in the morning is just in a good mood because they wake up to achieve their goals. But if I'm playing at night, I get a lot of smurfs, a lot of boosters, and a lot of people who are just tilted from the morning and trying to recover their MMR. So that's never good. So you have to figure out what is the best timing to play it in the server and for you. And what I mean by for you is there's a lot of things going on in life. So let's say you just come home after work and start playing, right? I don't think that would be the best scenario, right? And why do I say that? Because maybe something bad happened at work. Maybe you're just tired, right? So I think it's very important to figure out the best timing to play at. And that's something you can figure out yourself because everyone has a different life. So I think these are the 5 tips I would say for consistency that would actually help you grow in Dota and grow in life, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you have any other questions, you can always tag me in the Gamers Class Discord and I will gladly answer your questions. Shizzy Dota signing out.